if you had to look at a tough moment in your life and how you got past it, I'll start with you, Vinita, Sonali, and then Nisaba, very quickly. Tough moment. What was a tough moment for you professionally, personally, whatever? You know, because we're talking about that. Are you all going to say we've had no tough moments?
You know, was there such a tough moment in my life? I can't think of one, honestly.
That's fabulous. I mean,
I honestly can't think of
a life
it.
that doesn't have those moments.
But you know, I also think a tough moment to a large extent is also defined by you. So I could say part of the reason for me to come back to India after, you know, I was doing really well, I had no plans to come back to India, my mom had a stroke.
Yeah.
So I remember flying from Atlanta to see her in Delhi, and I decided that I was going to come back before I knew what I was going to do.
Yeah.
So was it a tough moment? It was tough personally because of the health of my mom. But once I made the decision that I'm going to come back, it sort of ceased to be tough.
I mean, I hear you, but I also think that, you know, you're being a little like, I mean, like it's no big deal. Not that your mother had a stroke is not a big deal, but that this happens in life, that life is that, and you take it head on.
Yeah.
And I hear you because in a way I'm like that, but a lot of people can't cope with it like that.
Yeah, you know, so I think the point I'm making is, you know, tough is how you see a situation.
Yeah.
You know, the same situation for somebody can be very tough, for others can be moderately tough, and so on. But I do feel that, you know, whatever happens, our ability to deal with what happens at that time defines, you know, what is really tough and you can cope with or you can't.
Sonali?
I think there's nobody in this world who can say they've not had tough moments. I mean, it's different. What appears tough to me might not be so tough for others, you know, like we were talking about it, in fact, backstage when we were talking about it, and you know, like, yeah, a lot of times you're told that, you know, you went through cancer and you know, survived it and whatever. And I said, you know, what must have been so tough for you and everything? Yeah, sure it was, but the moment you look at it from the point of view of where, and there are so many of the women who, when they get this disease, are thrown out of their houses with their children and don't know if they can get a treatment, if they can be treated. And when you look at that and you say, yeah, it's cancer, but look at how lucky I am. So that is something that I think it's a point of view, and we need to, there is nobody who doesn't have tough times in life. We are all going to go through it, and at that point it can be difficult, you tide over it, and it's just the way you look at it, and it's the attitude that you look at that tough times with.
Nisaba? Feel free to clap more generously, guys. Yes.